Should be working right. Cool. I'll look at this. Alright. So, I will not be able to see chat while I'm doing this. So, I'm gonna go over the new stuff coming out in the next expansion, Tempest of the Gods. There it is. Coming out in like a month, so about half the cards are out. So I figured I'd just go over them, since there's some really nice ones. So first off, you have Wrath Drake. The enhance is good. It's better than Fan First. 3 damage to everything is. It's relevant. Turn 8's a little bit late though, and only on a 4/4 body. So I don't know. Am I able to see play? I don't think so. It seems decent though. Like that's Lucius the Goblin Slayer, but worse. Just a worse Lucius the Goblin Slayer, which I have played in the past in a couple of my decks. But that was just a weird deck to try and deal with blood aggro, because I wanted to have some weird card to deal with it. But I found him not to be that effective, and this is just worse. So, like, I don't see Dragon wanting to play this all that often. There's better cards, like Imperial Dragoon. It deals more damage only to the opponents. Okay, so that was Wrath Dragon. It's from that. So then you have Spiderweb Imp. It's a 2-drop 1/4 in Bloodcraft, and it has Ward. So it's a 1/4 Ward for 2. So it's above statted Ward. That has the downside of dealing some damage to you, but 2 damage is not that much. Especially like Bloodcraft will overheal itself a ton normally. So 2 damage, you can just get that back with a kiss. So I see this being really good in like control. I'm currently running Sweet Fang in my Bloodcraft control. I could see switching it for this, because you'll oftentimes soak up more damage than you normally take. And if you are in Vengeance, you don't even take damage. So like, it also could go into like aggro, just gives you something against aggro and it's well statted. Like, I could see this being played in most any Bloodcraft deck, just because it's really well statted, and Bloodcraft a lot of times does want to get Vengeance, or like, it just works well. I think there's going to probably be a Vengeance deck coming around because of some of the other cards in this. So, really nice card. Then you have Zeus, who I've heard people not liking that much. I actually find him to be quite strong because, so he's a 10-drop 5/10 with Storm, Bane, and Ward. He's neutral and he's a legendary. With Storm and Bane, he's 10 mana, kill anything. If the thing you're killing does not have more than 10 health, you also get to gain however much more health that is, pretty much, off the ward, and get to kill something else normally. If you play that against any deck that does not have a hard removal spell for him, he'll probably take up 2 or 3 of your opponent's cards, just based on, he's got 10 toughness, and he's got Bane, so he's going to eat people. He can also finish people off by hitting them in the face with Storm, so like, even though he's just got 3 basic abilities, they're all 3 very strong abilities. I could see him being played like a dragon a lot, or like Saha decks, with Lucifer and him could be really nice in some things. He's not in every deck. He's not in every control deck for sure, but there are definitely decks out there who want him. The next one is definitely one of the biggest cards. I think it's really good. It's a legendary from Shadowcraft. It's a 7-drop 5/6 Demon Lord Ekta. I think I said that something right. I'm not able to pronounce stuff that well. And so he comes down and he summons you a board of zombies. 3 necromancy for every zombie you can summon, until you can fill up your area or you're out of shadows. So he comes with an army, so that's already good value. And then he gives all your other allied followers, not just zombies, but anything else you have out, +2/+0 in rush. So he's a mini board clear sometimes. He brings you a huge army, and he can also, those minions can go face if they've been out before, if they have Storm already. So I see this card being really good in like a control or mid-range shadow deck that doesn't, not Nep, because Nep needs 7 drops of Kawe, but this card is definitely strong enough to get a deck built for him to abuse, because he's a great top deck, and he's also great just on turn 7 just to rush your board at your opponent's face, because +2/+0 is a lot of damage. If you look at our next card, Captain Walfred, he's 8-drop 5/5, Gold Swordsman. He's a commander. and he gives +2/+2 to his entire army, and gives allied officers ward. He costs 8 and has worse stats than this guy. And this card is scary. Like +2/+2 is with ward, it's slightly different. This is more aggressive. At the same time, this ability is very strong. So both of these cards I could see seeing play. This one not as much, because I don't really know where you'd want to put him. He's just a little bit slow. But Shadow turn 7 is easy to get to, and that with like death spreads and stuff, you've got plenty of ways to generate armies, and that just brings along a giant army of really strong minions. So I see that being good. Walfred, he's strong. I don't know if there's a deck that's gonna want him, but it gives, okay, ward is good. +2/+2 is a ton. He's not the best stat, but like, it could work, I don't know. I would consider putting him in some decks. Some like Swordcraft control thing. The next card is Gravekeeper Sonia. She's a silver from Havencraft. She's a 3/5 ward with Fanfare that she gets to get +1/+0 and can't be targeted, or can't be damaged, sorry. She can still be targeted, so like Dance of Death will still kill her, but can't be damaged by spells and effects, but that only activates if there are no other allied followers. So I play control, so I play Haven where it's often that I only have one follower out. So she can really tank up a lot of damage, especially if you play her in Evo. Like, that could be a huge swing, because like Forestcraft can't deal with her, unless they throw minions at her. So like that seems like a pretty strong play. I definitely like her over Goblin Mound, I think, most of the time. She doesn't have as much toughness, but she's still really tanky, and if you have others, she's still quite good. Her downside is just, she's got an upside when she isn't. Otherwise, she's still a 3/5 for 5 with ward. That's playable. It's not great, but it's still playable, you know? Then you have Halo Golem, which I think Earthright's going to want to play this card. I think it might bring Earthright back a little bit, because he's a 4-drop 4/3 in Runecraft. He's a bronze, and he comes with Levi's Lightning Bolt, sorcery, Crimson Sorcery, just attached to him for Earthright. So if you compare this to a turn 4 Levi play, with Levi you can sneak in 1 more damage with like an Angelic Strike or something. You don't get a spell boost, and you have to kill one of your Earthrights, but you get the same stats without an Evo, and the same damage, pretty much. So this card is really good. I could really see him being played a lot, and it's 3 damage to an enemy, so you can go face and do whatever you really want with him. So that just seems like a really strong card. I think that you're going to see a decent amount of rune decks playing him, just because if you're running Earthright at all, you're going to want to play him, I think. At least 1 or 2. Yeah. Okay, Heavenly Aegis. Havencraft's legendary right now, the first one. I have no idea what to say on this one. We don't know what it does really yet. It's been changing a bunch. If it works with Guardian Sun, broken as heck. If it doesn't work with Guardian Sun, okay. Does Bahamut kill it? Does Themis kill it? Does Bane kill it? We need to test it. At this point, I don't know what to say. It's probably going to end up being like Seraph. It's a Seraph that cares about your opponent's life instead of just surviving. So there's going to be decks that want to play this, decks that want to play Seraph. Probably just be 2 different types of Havencraft, just making Havencraft that deck that we don't have an answer to play. We have to, you don't have an answer to it. It's just kind of weird. So, and it's got really good win conditions that win the game. That's 9 mana. You're going to win the game eventually, kind of like Mordecai. You know, it'll win you the game. You just have to survive long enough for it to do that. So, yeah, that's my thought of Heavenly Aegis. If you actually just can't kill it at all, quite strong, especially if you can get it ward somehow. So yeah. Next one is Venomous Pusivum. I don't know how to pronounce that. So it's a 5-drop 4/5 for Dragoncraft and Silver. And at the end of your turn, you randomly discard one of the lowest cost cards. You know, the Dragon Disco mechanic that's kind of weak. But I think this card really helps because it gives it +2/+2. That thing's out for 2 turns. It's going to be hard to deal with. It gets at the end of the turn, so you can't, you know, play it in Evo into this monster that's going to take out anything. You have to wait a turn for it to really start getting going. At the same time, it seems quite strong, especially if you can abuse the discard. You know, it's just a strong stats. It's a 5-drop 6/7. That's 11. No, that's 13 stats for 5. That's like one of the best exchange rates you're gonna get. So that's just, it's gonna hurt a lot. I don't know. It still needs. Disco Dragon still isn't gonna be that good, I don't think. But this is a step in the right direction, making it good. Next one you have is Goblin Zombie, which is similar to that, but with Necromancy. It's a 3-drop 2/3 bronze in Shadowcraft. There's Necromancy 4 at the end of your turn for +2/+2. Okay, so that's good if you can get it activated every turn. I'll talk about this later with Minthy. But on turn 3, how often are you going to have 4 shadows? Okay, if you play Spatori Sergeant, and the 1/2 that when it dies gives you shadows, and you kill both of them, I think, you have 4 shadows. No, you have 5 shadows. No, you might have 4. You still have to lose stuff to get it on turn 3 to activate. I mean, there's still fine stats, like 2/3 is fine stats, but at the same time, there's other things you want to be spending Necromancy on, like Necromancy 4 for +2/+2, or Necromancy 3 for a 2/2, with they get +2/+0 rush and, yeah, like, just so much better to have your Necromancy saved up for that. So I just don't see this being played that much. Take 2, I could see this being great. You know, but I don't know. I'm not great at Take 2, I'm not that good at Take 2, so. Okay, one of the most cards I'm most excited about, so I play a lot of Control Forest. White Wolf right now, I want to build Rose Queen. And this card just seems good. So, this is Cristelia Aaron. She's a 6-drop 4/6 gold Forestcraft with Ward, and she heals you for 3 when she enters the battlefield. So, immediate comparison goes to, like, Fairy Beast. But her second ability, I think, is the really big one, is she allows you to recover an evolution point. And with that and Tia, Cristelia Tia, you have a lot of free evolution points. So you can really out-tempo your opponents just by throwing your Evo points away, and then playing more cards to give you back Evo points. She's effectively 8-drop 6/8 Ward that heals 3. You can also play her as that, which I think most of the time you will end up trying to play her as, because the extra evolution point is important. So she's quite strong. I definitely think that this is a step in Control Force's direction. I think that I will definitely be playing her, because I'm currently playing Mahis in my control deck, and I think she could definitely take one or both the Mahis away. I think Fairy Beast will still be played some. I'm not sure if I think I'd still keep at least one Fairy Beast in my deck, just because Fairy Beast can heal for ridiculous amounts, and I don't see her being that ridiculous heal that you sometimes want out of Fairy Beast, where you're sitting at 1 life and then you just are back to 20 in like 2 turns. But she is good. I definitely think she's going to see a lot of play, just because recovering an evolution point is such a big thing, and it's not a hard thing to do for her. Okay, next one is Baphomet. Baphomet? I don't know how to pronounce it. This card is broken. So, it's a 2-drop 2/1 in Bloodcraft with Fanfare. Put a random Bloodcraft follower with at least 5 attack from your deck into your hand, and then it has Enhance 5 to subtract 3 from the cost of that card that you put in your hand. So on turn 5, he's a really bad turn 5, because he's just a 2/1. You're going to have to probably Evo him or something, or have like a clear board for him to be able to come down on turn 5. The thing is that he enables so many combos in Bloodcraft, because he fetches Azazel or Soul Dealer, both of which deal 10 damage to you, so it can become a Bloody Mary. He fetches Tempest Vampire on turn 6, which is just stupid. Turn 6 Tempest Vampire is going to be game most of the time. And you can still play a bunch of like neutral control cards with him. So like you can still have Baphomet in the deck, and it doesn't search it, because it has to be a Bloodcraft card that you're searching. It doesn't search Bloody Mary, unfortunately. But it does give you one-shot combos like Razor Claw, Azazel, and Demon Commander Laura. You can play that in 1 turn, turn 10 wombo combo somebody to death instantly. So I see that card being quite strong as well. So there's going to be decks playing him. There's definitely going to be OTK blood decks trying to abuse him. I don't know if it'll actually work, but they're going to exist. You're going to have OTK blood out there. Next card, I'm really mixed on. It's Goblin Princess. It's a neutral silver card. It's a 5-drop 2/1 that brings 2 goblins with her, 1/2s. And when she dies, put a Goblin King from the tutorial, which is a 4-drop 5/5 into your hand. Into your hand. So she comes with a mini army. The Goblin King is obviously a great card. 4 mana for a 5/5 is great. With Ward, oh my god. So then the question is just, what do you want to do with this? Like, that's Great Swarm. Do you play Wind God with it? It's turn 5, so it competes with Wind God. It's I don't know, I think it's... There's a chance that there's going to be decks playing it, and there's a chance it just completely falls by the wayside. It's a card that is very volatile on that, I think. And then with the Goblin-kin... it's Goblin-kin, not Goblin King. Is very strong, but you have to get her to die. She's a 2-1, so it's easy to kill her. And so, and I don't know. I want to say Goblin Tribal deck. Goblins, guys. Alright, the next one is Tristan of the Round Table. He's a 5-drop 3/4 Bronze Swordscraft. And he has Fanfare. If an allied commander is in play, he gains last words, summon a Tristan. So he's 5 mana for 2 Tristans, effectively. He doesn't come back infinitely Mordecai, because it's a Fanfare effect. I'll say it's being played. It's a good effect. It's really cool. The only problem is, what does this actually do for you in the 5 mana slot? You've got Albert and Mordecai there. I don't know about you, but I'd much rather have Mordecai or Albert on turn 5. They're just much stronger plays. And like, there's also like Avenant Blader. There's so much more that you can do on turn 5. I think it's gonna hurt him. You might be able to play him. I definitely think I could play him in my banner deck, possibly, if I wanted to play something a little bit more expensive. I don't remember if he's a commander. But, so yeah. Could be played, could not be. I'm not 100% sure on him. Next one is Minthy of the Underworld. Minthy is a 4-drop 3/4 legendary from Shadowcraft. And she has Fanfare. Your necromancy effects cost 0 shadows until she leaves the field. So think about Goblin Zombie up here. He just gets +2/+2 at the end of turn. Okay, that's great if you have both these out. The problem is she's not 4 mana, really. She comes down and she's going to get killed as soon as the opponent can, because you can't let that live. It's like Pascal's Oracle. Pascal Oracle. It's a great effect. It's so strong. This card is broken. You're gonna get to use it once, maybe. The biggest combo of this is definitely Tyrant for 13 storm damage on turn 10. And I could see there being a Shadowcraft deck with her that generates also shadows quite well. So you can just sneak attack people with it. And she is 4 mana. Your opponent must respond. So, yeah. One sec. Sorry about the random background noise. I fixed it. Alright. So then the next one, so yeah. Definitely playable. I don't know if it's gonna see much play. But there's definitely gonna be decks trying to play it, I think. Just like, it's got such a strong effect, it's just, it doesn't win you the game. And it's gonna die as soon as it hits the field, so. Alright, our next one is a card I think it's definitely could be played. It's Grimmer War Cyclone. It's a neutral 3-drop 2/3 gold card. He has Ward and has enhanced 10, deal 1 damage to all enemies 4 times. The wording of this, I'm not sure why it's not just 4 damage. Obviously the cards that come to mind are things that increase damage or decrease damage. It's like Dragon Claw Pendant. So put a meme with this, and you can deal 8 damage to everything your opponents have. It hits your opponent too. It's like, I don't know, it seems really good, but at the same time, it's like, I'm not sure if it actually is good. So we'll see. It's definitely playable. I don't know. It makes you as a control deck, it makes it so your low drop ward is really relevant late game. which I do like. I just don't know if it's what you need. Like, because the original 3-drop 2/3 stats, they're great stats. I just don't know if it's actually what you're after. Like, how helpful it's going to be. The next card is Dread. It's a 2-drop 1/2 Forestcraft Bronze card. With Clash, give the enemy follower -1/-0. So she can't be killed by 1/1s. Or 1x creatures. Which I think is pretty nice. So, but the only thing is, she's really horribly statted. And so, if you compare her to Temple Defender, the 3-drop 2/3 ward from Haven, then on your opponent's turn takes 1 less damage from everything. This one has the ability that works on your turn as well, but it doesn't have ward, so your opponent can just ignore it. And, like, it just doesn't, it's probably going to give -1/-0 once and save you 2 life. It's just not going to be worth it, I don't think. But there's a chance it is. So we'll see. But I don't think so. 2 mana is just, there's so much better stuff at 2 mana that this just isn't needed. Another card you have is Wandering Bard Elta. So this is a 2-drop 2/2 neutral silver with Evolve, Followers Amulets, Fanfare, Necromancy, Enhance, Earthright abilities don't activate. That's that lasts until they leave. So you have to be evolved to do this. But at the same time, this gets rid of some of your bad effects. The first thing that me and my team was talking about this card, and I heard Tommy, Autome. So he would end the battle, it would destroy your board. So you'd get 4 things, and you get a free 8/8 when you have this guy out evoed. So obviously that's super strong. Same time, you do need an evo for him. He's a well-statted creature. He's a 2-drop 2/2. So like, I definitely can see this being played, but it's not. The thing is, he comes down. He might save you a turn of someone before somebody Bahamut's you, because I have to kill him before they Bahamut. At the same time, I think he's definitely going to be included in decks trying to aim to reduce negative effects on you, than trying to get rid of your opponent's effects, just because he's not reliable. Because he's so easy to kill. So, yeah. Playable, but not the best. Next up we have Little Soul Squasher. It's a pretty similar card. It's a 2-drop 2/2 in gold from Shadowcraft. With Necromancy 4, destroy an evolved enemy follower. I think Aggro Shadow will play this. It's a 2-drop 2/2. Alright, fits the basic test. You know, it's a good static creature. You can attack. And it's relevant late game. Once you have 4 shadows, and the opponent might have evoed creatures, she's great. She's now a free removal spell. Gets you free up card advantage while playing small creatures aggressively. So, like, quite strong. I don't know. Definitely could be played in Shadowcraft a lot. I think I would play her. Necromancy 4 is just really easy to get. Like, it's not a hard Necromancy number. So compare to this, like, destroy an evolved follower to +2/+2 per turn for 4. Obviously, this is so much better. She's really sweet. I like her. Kind of reminds me of Vanya, just like a 2-drop 2/2. So you can play as a 2-drop 2/2, but at the same time you kind of want to save because she's got a really powerful later effect. Alright, our next one is Wind Reader Zell. This is a 2-drop 2/2 that evolves, Dragoncraft card, silver, that evolves to give another allied follower Storm, as long as Overflow is activated for you. This is going to see play. Storm is broken. It allows you to attack your creature to enter the battlefield and do something as soon as it enters the battlefield that your opponent cannot react to. And it can punch you in the face. So, you have this out. Your opponent has to kill it because they don't know what you're going to play. You can combo this with Call of Sea, I don't remember how to pronounce it. You get the 15/15 and boom, you one-shot people. Super easy. There's a ton of damage you can get out of this. I don't think there's going to be a deck possibly playing him. Just because the powerful ability to Evo gives something Storm. Granting Storm and stuff is super good. And since you don't have to actually play it the turn you Evo it, you can have it sitting around and your opponent has to worry about it the whole time if they can't kill it. So I don't think it could be played. Our second Havencraft legend, Dark Sean. So Jeanne d'Arc is not seeing play right now. She's not bad, but I lost to her today, but she's still not the best. This one is a 6-drop, so it's already 2 cheaper. 5/5, same stats. With her fanfare, deal 2 damage to all other followers, not just to your opponents. And then give every follower +2/+0. Okay. So that sounds like, so her first ability sounds like control ability. Her second ability sounds like an aggro ability. Then the first ability counters. And the first ability sounds great, until you read the second one and think, well, I just Ancient Lion Spirited, and anything I didn't kill is going to hit me harder. Ancient Lion Spirit is a great card. I play so much of it. This card does not replace him. Because Havencraft just doesn't play that many followers. I can see this being possibly played if Havencraft does get a deck that wants to continually play followers that have more than 2 toughness. Because like Manual, and like there's plenty of cards that you might play like an aggressive deck that would love this boost if they live through the 2 damage. So a high toughness deck playing her can work really well because then they survive and just switch into super aggressive mode, and otherwise they're just Guardian Sons. But that's my first thought. I don't know how she's actually going to be. She's probably not going to see play. Alright, next card is Phoenix Rider Anya. She's a 6-drop 1/5 in Dragoncraft. She's gold, and she has Storm. Okay, she's got Storm and the ability that gives her bonus attack. Rhino Rouge number 2? No, it's not. It's +1/+0 for each other follower in play. Okay, Aggro Blade can play this. Then you have Forte. How often is this going to hit for more than Forte? It has more toughness than Forte. At the same time, it's not reliant damage. It's a bad top deck at the last drink of the bar. So, yeah, it's strong. It could see play. Depends on whether or not you can get a good Dragon aggro list that wants it over Forte. Alright, our next card is Gawain of the Round Table. First thing I have to say is this guy is fucking hot. Like, I love the way Albert looks. He's my husbando. I like him. He's mine. I might switch for Gawain after this. Like, he is really pretty. He's a 4-drop 3/4 legend for Swordcraft. And whenever he attacks, he Merlin spell boosts your commanders. He subtracts 1 from all the costs of your commanders in your hand. Like, that's good. And he's got Enhanced 6 to gain +1/+1 in Rush. That's ridiculous. Like, you can attack, and you could just make your commanders cheaper. He's well statted. And even without an Evo, he can still attack the turn he enters the battlefield, depending if you have 6 mana. Think about Juno with this guy. It works kind of like that. He's a great. I don't know, like, the card seems really strong. I don't know if it's going to be able to do a deck, because like a lot of decks don't play a lot of commanders, so they can always get Albert. But it might lead to a rise of commander aggro again. I like him a lot. He's cool. Really pretty. Alright, next card. Impartial Strix. Neutral craft getting a little bit of love with this card. It's a 4-drop 3/3 neutral silver. With Fanfare, get +2/+2 if you have at least 20 neutral cards remaining in your deck. I'm going to draw this as the 20th card in my deck, and I'm going to cry. As I can't play it. Because it'll be a 4-drop 3/3. Not the worst stats. But otherwise, it can be really good stats. I like it. Gives neutral decks a good new card. I don't know. I don't think neutral's really that good a deck idea or anything, but memes, you can play it if you want. Alright, the next one is Shadowcraft's Bloodcraft's Legend. Belfucker. Bloodcraft, so it's a 4-drop 4/4 legend from Bloodcraft. With Fanfare, draw 2, go to 10 health. Deal damage to you until you hit 10. So, it doesn't heal you, so it's not a Zazzle. It's another card that instantly puts you in range of, Vengeance. It also comes with Mary. Drawing 2 cards is also a great effect, and it's well statted. This card definitely could see play. I see a, Vengeance deck with this Soul Dealer, Bloody Mary, Azazel, the other guy who reduces cost, and that. You'd have plenty of one-shot combos in the deck. Great card advantage, and you'd be able to hit the required Vengeance really easily for Revelation and stuff, and stop decks. I've been playing a lot of Bloodcraft recently, and you can heal out of Revelation. Like, you can get down to Revelation, Rev, and then heal back up really quickly. So I really think the deck has legs to stand on with this as one of the legends for Bloodcraft. I like it a lot. It gives you a reason to get to Vengeance. It's not horrible like Soul Dealers. Alright, our next one is Vist, Elf Butler. This guy is a 4-drop 2/5 silver for Forestcraft. He's got Ward, and whenever you play a Forestcraft follower, they cost 6 or more, you subtract 3, so he becomes a 1-drop. Sounds good? I can't think of that many followers. Like, you play White Wolf, I play Mize, and Forest Beast. I've just named all of them. Fairy Beast, sorry. There just aren't enough cards that you want. Like, I could see maybe playing him in a control deck with Fairy Beast, but I mean, he's a 4-drop 2/5, so it's not bad. But, like, I just think there's definitely better cards you're going to be able to play over him. He just doesn't seem the best. Your next card is your neutral bad card, Axe Fighter. He's a 3-drop 2/3. Nothing exciting. With Enhance 6, gain +3/+3. I'm not going to say anything about him. He's an okay neutral card. Vanilla. Did you play him? You might play him later and get him bigger? Okay, there's nothing special. Alright, Flame Rat's good at something. World Wielder Gorger. This is the legend from Runecraft. It's a 9-drop 4/4. That makes all your followers cost 0. Your allied followers can't attack the enemy leader, and they don't have Fanfare, Enhance, or Earthright abilities to activate. I have no idea what to think of this card. You have to have a way to kill her, so you can go face. It doesn't allow you to win the game. You still have to go face to deal damage. At the same time, making your entire hand cost 0 is strong. Starry is proof of this. There might be a deck for her. I doubt it. I think this is just trash, probably. Yeah, next one. Alright, next one is Ariette, the Soothing Harpist. She's a neutral 7-drop 4/5 that pretty much just turns one of your followers into Albert. He doesn't take damage. You heal him to full, and he gets to attack an extra time this turn. God, this card is disgustingly good in some decks, and at the same time not that great. It seems strong though, because the extra damage, just a free attack. She seems strong. It's pretty much turning a minion into Albert for a turn. It's just great for 2 less mana. So yeah, he's strong. I like the card. I'm not sure what deck is going to fit him, but I definitely think you could find a deck for it. Alright, next card you have Skuna, Brave and Small. 2-drop 2/2 for Forestcraft. With Evolve, gain +2/+2 if at least 3 other cards were played this turn. I don't think so. Evolves are +4/+4 sometimes. At the same time, we have our hands full with enough sheep. Red Dragon to get lost. I still think riding a bunny's gonna make you get that far, I think. Is the bunny right? Yeah. I just don't think it's the best card. And then you have Luminous Mage. It's a 5-drop 2/3 for Swordcraft. With Fanfare, summon a Luminous Knight. Evolution points won't be used when you evolve allied commanders. I can see just like a straight commander deck with this and Gawain. Both of these are just ridiculously powerful abilities. A free Evo points on all your commanders once per turn? Oh my god, what are you thinking? Like, dang. Free Evos are great. And this is on really relevant cards with a lot of relevant Evo abilities. I just see this card being great. And I see there being decks playing him a lot with Swordcraft. Swordcraft control with it. Next one is Zoe, Queen of Goldenia. She's a 3-drop 3/4 Havencraft gold card. Whenever this follower attacks, deal 2 damage to a random allied follower, or deal 2 damage to your leader if there are no other allied followers. Slightly bigger than normal, and it hurts your stuff. Pass. Just pass. Don't play this card. It's bad. That's my verdict. I don't see why this is even in Havencraft. It's like a Bloodcraft card. I don't say being good. Yeah. So. If someone sees something I forgot, feel free to point out in the comments when I look back at the comments. I'll talk to you about it. Next one. Naval Guard Simone. 2 drop, 2 true, Swordcraft, Bronze. Enhanced 6, gain +3/+3 in ward. So it's a 4 drop, 5, or it's a 6 drop 5/5 ward. Oh, that's Mahe's. Did you play earlier? Swordcraft's got better cards. Are you trying to play this? It's got Gelt. Gelt is a 2 drop 2/2 that can be a 2 drop 3/2 with ward if as long as you have a commander. This is only better when you straight up top deck it. Otherwise, it's just a waste of mana. Immortal Thane. I don't know how to judge this card because I don't know what a white is. If I remember correctly, am I spelling that right? No, I'm not. Brings along these. So it's 7 mana for a 4/5 gold in Shadowcraft that brings along 2 2/1s. That whenever something dies, deal 1 damage to the enemy leader. And also brings along a White King when it dies. Which I have no idea what that does. I don't know, I could see this being played. It's again 7 mana in Shadowcraft. There's a lot of stuff there. Lord of the Flies, Cowboy. Is this better than those? I doubt it. At the same time, it could be really good. I don't know. Like the 7 drop just swarming cards are so good, and I don't know what to think of it. I don't think this one's that good though. I think it's going to be passed over by other decks, by other cards. Frog Bat. 3 drop 2/2. At the end of your turn, gain +1/+0. So it's a 3 drop 3/2 that grows. Can we see the next card now, please? I'm just not impressed. It's a bronze Bladecraft card. Bladecraft. Bladecraft has so many broken cards, so you don't want this. Pure Healer. It's a Havencraft card. It's a 4 drop 3/3 with Fanfare. Heal something for 2 with Enhanced 6 to restore 2 to everything instead. I could definitely see playing this in Alana. The heal is great. At the same time, it's a 4 drop 3/3. It's not the best. I think they can definitely do better. That's why we're here. So the last minion seems strong. I can definitely see it seeing some play in Alana. That's about it though. Otherwise, Batman's got better tricks to slave. Alright, our next card. Alright, it's an amulet, Fairy Cage. Whenever you play a card, put a fairy in your hand. Okay, so I've seen this also whenever you play a spell. If it's whenever you play a card, this card is great because it allows you to infinitely cycle your fairies. Yes, this is. That's what it does. Sorry, it's always done this. If it makes it up with a different thing. Okay. Unless it really makes all fairies in your hand cost 0 for the rest of the game, I don't see this being good. This just does not have enough of an effect. Giving them all Storm? Yeah? No, wait, no, that's what they're like. No, this card is not good. Don't play it. It's bad. Moving on. Enchanted Library is a Runecraft amulet. With Countdown 2, at the end of your turn, put a random spell from your deck into your hand. This isn't for D-Shift, because it's not a spell. It's for a deck like D-Shift that wants spells, though. I can see this being played. It's Guard Advantage for 2 mana in Runecraft. It fetches a relevant card type. Definitely playable. Spring Cleaning. Other than the maids, nothing worth playing here. 1 minute countdown 3. At the end of your turn, randomly discard one of the highest cost cards in your hand and draw a card. I just don't see this being that good. In Swordcraft. Why is Swordcraft discarding stuff? I don't like it. And you have Grave's Destination. This also combines with Minthy. At the end of your opponent's turn, use Necromancy 4 to summon a zombie. That's pretty good. Your zombie is summoned at the end of your opponent's turn, gets to attack. It's a 2 drop 2/2. Or it's a 2 drop amulet. Silver. I can see a deck being built around this, meant to terrorize people. Just by raising everything from the undead. Pretty good. Mutagen Bolt, Runecraft, 6 drop, spell. Transform all enemy followers into 1/1s that at the start of your turn deal 1 damage to you. All your enemy followers. Deal 1 damage to your opponent, to your wife, for every animal on her side of the room that I haven't given the antidote to. Kaboom a little bit, and then Winter's Counterburst turns everything into snowmen. Everything, not just my stuff. It doesn't see any play. I don't see this being played better. I'd rather just play remove spell and kill stuff. It's not that great. It's a cool card. I really like the design space though. Like, the fire rats are cool. I like it. But it's not that great. Stolen Life. It's meh. It's a 6-drop spell for Bloodcraft. Deal 3 damage, then give +3/+3 to a random follower. It deals damage. So it's removal. Grit and take 2. I just don't see Thor using it. Stolen Life? That's not a Thor thing. It's in Bloodcraft too, so it doesn't drain or anything. Like, there's just better stuff to do, mate. Enchanted Sword is a 7-drop because an allied follower +2/+2 and spell boosters subtract 1 from its cost. It seems strong. I kind of like it. Daria makes that card really good. It becomes 2 mana. +2/+2. I definitely see like 1 copy of Daria being played. It seems decent. Last card. Dragon's Nest. It's a 1-drop card for Dragon. At the start of your turn, restore 2 defense and draw a card, and destroy this amulet if Overflow is activated. If you have Overflow, you heal 2 and draw a card. That's 1 mana to heal 2 whenever you get Overflow active. Not worth playing. Just get rid of it. So that's my list of cards. I'm gonna throw them all now. What do you guys think? There we go. Back. Yeah, I definitely think Soul Dealer is going to be better now, because I think there's definitely going to be OTK decks with Soul Dealer. Yeah. Oh yeah, just turn that into a turn 6 OTK combo if you're at full. That's strong. Thanks for pointing that out, Phoenix. So yeah. We're gonna be up in 2 hours? Phoenix, right? Things in 2 hours. Oh, 5:30 AM. Ow. Alright, it's 2 AM for me. I think I'm actually gonna go hit the hay for a couple of hours and rest because I've got a expedition match between my team, Crimson Fencers, and the team Mana Search, run by Red and his friends. And so we're playing 7v7, best of 13. So whoever wins 8 matches, and it's last man standing, so it's gonna be a lot of fun to watch. So I think I'm going to go rest, set a shit ton of alarms so I don't oversleep. And I'll talk to you guys then. I don't know what the plan is for who's streaming it or what's going on with that. Yeah. That's the plan. Let me go find someone to host. Yeah, you come up with really great decks, Phoenix. I still love your Altered Fate tech. I played a bunch of mine. Alright, I should be hosting Shadow Nexus after this. They should be playing the memes. I think they'll still be going on, the top 8. So, enjoy watching that if you want to. Thank you for watching, and I'll be back on tomorrow night to play some Sun Seraph Haven and some Control Blood in EXG's tournament. So long. Don't die, folks. It's been fun.